Oh, hello there. Would you like to play a game with me? If your answer is yes, then let me introduce you to an amazing game called The Game of Life. Perhaps you've heard of it, perhaps you haven't. Well, if you haven't heard of this game, let me give you a brief explanation of what it is. The Game of Life is based on your social status, the number of interactions that you have with other people, and of course the daily missions that you complete throughout the day. And if you fail to complete those missions, you will stay at the social rank that you currently are right now. So what you need to do is just keep on completing daily missions, and interact with other people, and then your social status will increase to the status that you want to achieve, the status that you desire. So, since today is technically your first day here, then let me give you 4 missions for you to do today. Okay? So before I talk about those 4 missions, let me give you guys my overall thoughts on the origin of this game. And the origin of this game is an anime series called Bottomless Tier Character Tomozaki-kun. Now, Tomozaki-kun is one of those series that, for many, upon first watching it, it can be a little bit boring. I wouldn't be surprised if you start to watch it, and then after watching it, you start to get you start to get bored. As after all, the game is, after all, the anime is trying to get our main character to move up in society, as he is a shut-in. He is someone who likes to play games 24/7, and he doesn't like to interact with other people. He is the character at the back, the character that no one likes to talk to, that no one really understands, and that everyone thinks that he is, well, might not matters, a loser. People think that he's a loser because he doesn't interact with people, and of course, he is a huge game fan. And the game that he loves to play is Tac Farm. A game similar to, let's say, Mortal Kombat, or I can't remember the other names. Well, it has a style somewhat similar to, let's say, Mario Fighters or something like that, right? And pretty much, what ends up happening is that he meets this girl, and upon meeting this girl, she pretty much tries to introduce him to the game of life to try and move up in society. So she decides to give him rules, give him missions for him to complete throughout the day or up to a certain point. Let's say he has a week to get a girlfriend. Pretty much like that, right? It's just simple missions that every single mission gets harder and harder, but of course he needs to complete them to pretty much move up in society and have better interactions with people. And to that aspect, I kind of enjoy it, but the story can be a little bit slow, and yes, it does have a ton of dialogue in this story, in this series, and a lot of the dialogue is more focused on gaming aspects, the game of life. This game is very hard. Interacting with people is very hard. My gamer rank isn't that high enough to interact with other people. I don't know how to interact with people because my stats are too low. So if you guys get a little bit bored with that, with the abundance and the huge amount of dialogue, and on top of that, a lot of dialogue based around gaming stats and stuff like that, then I can definitely see why you would actually be turned away. However, I do recommend you sticking it all the way to the end, as I do think that this series really is a really good series to watch, and it kind of taught me a few life lessons, right? It taught me that I can't stay at home all day playing games because it's not healthy for me. It's not healthy. Neither is to you if you're a shut-in like myself. So because of this anime, I pretty much needed to change myself somewhat to pretty much start moving up in society. So yeah, now like I said, I really did enjoy this series, and I would definitely recommend this series a lot. And yes, this series has ended. It pretty much ended yesterday. I wanted to make this video yesterday, but I wasn't able to. But yeah, like bottomless tier Tomozaki-kun is really good. I think that if you can just bypass the large amount of dialogue and the bunch of gaming references to other games, that I'm sure that you will immediately know what type of game it is when you see it, and of course the gaming stats aspect of how characters think of themselves in society. If you can just bypass that, you will have a great time. Trust me, you will. You will definitely have a really good time with this series. But yeah, that's pretty much all I need to say about this series. Now then, let's talk about the 4 missions that I want you guys to do. Because like I said, today is the first day that you're playing this game, the game of life. Thus, since today is the first game of you playing the game of life, let me give you 4 missions. Okay, so mission number 1. Mission number 1 is for you guys to, of course, subscribe to this channel and hit the notifications. Number 2, share this video around with other people. And number 3, go outside and say hello to the first person you see. It can be a random stranger or a family member, and just say hello, right? Start a conversation by saying hello, and then of course number 4, ask them how the day has been, right? Ask them how the day has been. Has it been good? Has it been bad? Because by you doing that, it helps you get some interaction with other people away from your normal group of friends, right? It allows you to interact with new people. So yeah, I would definitely so go and do these 4 missions, and then once you finish them, just pretty much tell in the comments below. Just say, I did it. I completed the 4 missions. Yay. So something like that in the comments, okay? So that's pretty much all I asked for you guys to do for today's daily mission from the game of life, and good luck to you. I hope that by you playing this amazing game called the Game of Life, you proceed and of course increase your social status, and I will see you guys later. Bye.